Shabbat Shalom. Welcome and come on in. Welcome to another Shabbat service at Temple Israel. We want you to participate, sing along, just like you were here at our sanctuary. This week, along with our clergy, we welcome our musical guest, Sonia Lee, on violin. And now please raise your voices for their opening melody.
The Sabbath is a bride. She is radiant and beautiful. The Sabbath is a bride. She enters our homes as she enters our souls. The Sabbath is a bride. We greet her with song. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. We sing Lecha Dodi together.
Lecha Dodi לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. 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 שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, תשמענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת נתילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך ומאורי, אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Let's rise to greet the bride.
בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה וצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Many years ago, when Scott Stern and I decided to create a new type of worship service, Shabbat Unplugged, we decided to search for melodies that fit the meaning of each prayer. But when it came to the Shema, we were stumped. You see, we had learned from the rabbis that one is to pray the Shema over and over again until one reaches a state of kavanah, intention, or spirituality, if you will. But all of the settings that we knew, the one we grew up with, Shema Yisrael, well, that was just a Viennese waltz. And the one that we sing most often at temple, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, well, that's an Israeli pop song that just goes A, B, A, and out. And so we wrote a new melody for the Shema, which allows us to sing over and over and over again until reaching that state of spirituality. And when we led that prayer, we felt the congregation increase in meaning, in spirit, in intention, until eventually we would move on almost spontaneously to the next phrase. I have to be honest with you. We cannot see you right now, and we cannot hear you right now. And so we are asking you to pray this version of the Shema over and over again until you reach a state of Kavanah, and then to send those feelings, those emanations of meaning out to one another and to us, so that our cantors will know when to move on to the second part and to the V'ahavta, as we together sing the Shema with Kavanah.
As you're seated, we continue with the V'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha. Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha. Vishinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, b'shivtecha b'veitecha, u'v'lechtecha v'aderech, u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha,
וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
We are all familiar with the story of Nachshon, the prince of the tribe of Judah, who took the first steps into the raging waters as the sea opened. The Egyptian army was behind him. The Israelite people crossed over in safety. Who among us would have ever thought that we would have Nachshon moments in our lives? For the medical professional who wakes up every morning, who takes that first step out their door to care for those who are ill, for the parent who, after less than a perfect night's sleep, puts an arm around a child and lets that child know that the day is going to pass and all will be well, for the friend who receives a phone call, the family member who calls a friend. Small Nachshon moments will enable us all to cross together this sea of adversity. Let us join with the cantors now as they sing the song of the sea, Micha Mocha, who is like you, O God, among the mighty.
מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקי הים לפני משה, זה לי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וכי הלא מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Happy Wednesday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. No? Shavua Tov. No. Okay. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. It's Friday night, and these days, every day can feel the same. Just like we were busy running every day, and then Shabbat was our breather, these days we are running less, but needing Shabbat even more. So as we join together in the words of Vishamru, we feel gratitude that our God, our tradition, has given us this deep breath to mark time as sacred, to make sure that we are present for each passing moment, to recognize that the days, while long, will pass, and the weeks, months, and years go quickly. So Shabbat Shalom. Join me in the singing of Vishamru as we celebrate Shabbat together.
Vishamru
Please rise and join me for the Amidah. Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi agite hilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu. Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh HaKol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות ומדמה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. As you're seated, we pray silently.
Misha Berach prayer is an opportunity for us to think of people who are in need of a blessing for healing. It is an opportunity for people around the world to join voices and find a sense of community. Tonight, as we get ready to pray this song of healing, this prayer of healing, I encourage you to just close your eyes and think of someone who has a particular need right now, someone who could use a spiritual sense of wholeness. If all of us together in these coming moments join our prayers, our voices as one, I believe that we can send those prayers heavenward so that God will hear us and will help us find healing of the body and healing of the spirit. We join together in song.
Mi sheberach avoteinu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mikor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Here's the story of a temple clergy who the world had never witnessed the likes of. They decided to give one great big sermon, a homily on love. But they worried whether that felt Jewish, and was that all a bit undignified? How grown-up people think about each other and how they feel inside.
Then they looked inside the scroll of Shir HaShirim, and they saw it was a feeling that belongs, 'cause it's love that makes us one big family. That's the reason why we sing the Song of Songs, the Song of Songs, the Song of Songs. That's the reason we sing the Song of Songs.
You know, like the Brady Bunch, Temple Israel is known to be one big family. But right now we are separated from one another. And it made me think of a lesson about love that I learned in my own life. Because Passover really is the holiday when we focus on love, Shir HaShirim, the Song of Songs from our Bible. And I once wrote a sermon called Loving More by Caring Less. And it opined that sometimes we have to think about what's in the other person's best interest rather than the way we feel. And this lesson really came crashing down into our lives when Wendy and I returned from Morocco, and we made the very good decision to quarantine ourselves voluntarily. But every ounce of our fiber was screaming out that we needed to go to see Sally, Wendy's mother, to take care of her, to make sure she had enough food, to have her over for dinner. And yet we knew that the loving act was to stay separate. Many of us are in the same situation right now. And I want you to know that sometimes the most loving thing that you can do, especially in this time, is to stay separated from the one you love. It is indeed an act of love. And I was wondering what my colleague, Rabbi Loss, would think about love in his long and storied career.
I think we can learn from the youngest of children. So I'm going to tell you a true story. A friend of mine was walking with a 4-year-old child, his daughter, at Camp Tamarack. He was about to remarry. He turned to the little girl and said he was going to be marrying someone, and she was really quite happy. She turned to him and replied, "I understand love. It is like having a little package of love in our heart that we can share with everyone around us. If we give love away, we never reduce the size of the package." This was her way of welcoming a new family member. So keep giving away love. That's what I learned. We have a little package inside each one of us. It will never be depleted. In fact, I really have learned and believe the more we give away, the more love we will have to give. And now, Jen, let's talk for a moment about giving away love, about love.
Well, I think that what I think about love is kind of similar in that when it's not about the big days, it's about a Tuesday, it's about a random Thursday, when you hide a note in somebody's lunchbox, when you put their favorite candy on the seat of their car so when they open their door in the morning, they get a little bit of a surprise. I love the big days, birthdays, anniversaries, Father's Day, Mother's Day, they're wonderful. But I think that when you can show someone how much you love them, how much they fill your soul and fill your heart, and you give your love to them just because you're grateful that you have them in your life, because you're grateful that you have found so much love that is enough to share. I think any random Sunday is a really good time to show how much you love someone. So what do you think, Rabbi Hornstein?
Well, so my advice about love dates back to the Synagogue 2000 days when Sheldon and I met. So we got engaged and got married. And just before our wedding, the group sat around the table and each person there offered us a piece of advice. And one woman said this. She said, keep dating. And across the room came a voice, "I didn't know you could do that." And her face turned bright red. She was so embarrassed. She said, keep dating each other, keep dating each other. And while we still laugh over that moment, keep dating each other is really good advice. It's about prioritizing each other. It's about spending time together, about making the most of our time and growing together and making sure that the other person is a priority. So keep dating each other. I'm going to send it over to Rabbi Jan.
So before my wedding, I asked my grandfather if he could share with me a piece of advice. He and my grandmother were married for 60 years. And he thought about it, and he took a deep breath and looked at me and said, "Marry rich and marry often," which, isn't great advice right before your wedding. So he thought it was pretty funny. And then he told me two things that I've kept until now, 13 years into my marriage. And the first is, don't be interesting, be interested. That it's not about you showing your spouse how amazing and interesting you are. They already think you're the most important, most precious thing in the world, but to really listen to them and to really be interested in who they are as people. And that's something that I've kept close to my heart. And the other is that it is okay to go to bed angry. Over and over again, people tell you, don't go to bed mad, don't go to bed mad. But when it's really late and we're all super cranky and pissed off at each other, sometimes the best thing you can do is sleep it off, wake up refreshed with a cup of coffee and talk about whatever was bothering you the night before. It's a much better idea to get your sleep and to be a better spouse in the morning. And did everybody get a chance to share their advice? Rabbi Josh?
So while you guys have all talked about relationships between human beings, as you see from my background, which is Comerica Park, I want to talk about an additional piece of love, which is the way we find love for other things in the world. I think that although we talk about love from Shir HaShirim, the Song of Songs, in terms of God's love for the people of Israel, I think we as humans can find things that we love that make us whole. So for me, a love of baseball, a love of connecting to the outdoors gives me a renewed spirit so that I can be a better partner in the human love relationships that I have. And I found that for me, those moments of finding love outside of human realities gives me some special connections that I take back with me into my relationships with others. So I think that with all of your clergy sharing their ideas, their connections to love, as Rabbi Yedwab started us off, we can turn now to a song of love as we enter into the remainder of our prayer service.
As we turn to the conclusion of our service and the Aleinu prayer, we usually invite all the children in the congregation up on the bima for a Shabbat treat. Well, tonight, on this Shabbat, I think we all deserve a special Pesach Shabbat treat. We rise now for the adoration.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת כלולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
We turn now to the task of memory. It is especially challenging in these last few weeks as we reflect upon those whom we have lost. We now recite the names of those who've died in the period of Shloshim, the last 30 days. We remember Jack Ann Standig, Jack Bacalar, Everett Barrett, Joanne Gray Bell, Stan Beltzman, Diana Bensman, Judge Jerome Blum, Alfred Bricker, Leonard Berg, Jay Cohen, Gil DeMarais, Rabbi Daniel Fogel, Michael Goldfein, Faye Goldman, Pamela Gottlieb, Rita Haddow, Ron Hamburger, Gerald Ingber, Carol Kaplan, Miriam Constantine, Saul Lederer, Florence Levinson, Alvin Levine, Jerry Licht, Roz Mermel, Carol Metzger, Russell Mitchell, Dr. Victor Moss, Tanner Pontele Dolfo, Bob Price, Harold Radin, Marion Rose, Francis Rott, Deli Rikus, Coach Tony Sanders, Lillian Schwartz, Melvin Seffinger, Edwin Tarnopol, Aaron Ugranovsky, Florence Weber, Sheldon Weisberg, Dorothy Weissman, Jacqueline Wolanowski, Mary Wright, Dr. David Zeff. We recall too those whose yahrzeits fall at this time: Mike Barish, Violet Berman, Richard Brado, Molly Rosa Bravort, N. Brewster Broder, Fred Scheiman, Frida Scheiman, George Scheiman, Anna Cooper, Marvin DeRoven, Margaret Fox, Goldie Franklin, Carl Bubba Friedman, Gladys Cohen Friedman, Myron Ginsberg, Shelley Greenberg, Joel Howard Haber, Esther Horwitz, Lilo Clayman, Martin Kopelman, Bernie Lampier, Ruth Letvin, Sanford Meyer, Arthur Smith, Molly Summers, Jack Warren, and Robert Willens. Tehei Nishmotehem Soror B'Tzra Chaim. May their souls be bound up in the bond of everlasting life and memory. We turn now to the words of the Mourner's Kaddish together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam omeo maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal Shemei d'kudsha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort to all who are bereaved among us. Amen. We conclude our service now with the words of Osei Shalom. May the one who causes peace to reign in the high heavens cause peace to descend upon us, upon all Israel, and upon the world. Amen.
עושה שלום במרומה, ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומה, ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. עושה שלום במרומה, יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. Shabbat Shalom.